What's up, YouTube? I am Ramon. Welcome to my channel. I'm excited to be here. Uh, what we're going to talk about today is very important for landlords and those that are thinking about investing. I think it's very important now if you are thinking about investing in rental property that you really educate yourself and get on YouTube and listen to what other people have been going through, other landlords have been going through, other investors have been going through. It's very important that you stay up to date with your local and your state laws because things are changing by the minute. Yes, they're changing by the minute. I've never seen anything like this happening in my 25 years of owning property. It's crazy how things are changing by so fast and so quickly. So, we have to, it's our responsibility, it's your responsibility, my responsibility as an investor to stay on top of your local laws, your state laws, and know what's going on. We all know that throughout the last couple of years, there's been dramatic changes going on, changes that, you know, really don't benefit the landlord or the investor. So we have to be a little bit smarter. We have to um, think outside the box, and we have to protect our investment. We have to protect our investment. So I've since downsized quite a bit. I've sold several of my properties. I just it's tough. It's tough now. I see what's happening out there. I see what other investors are going through out there, and I did my time. I did my time. I'm a little tired, and I'm looking for another journey. I'm looking to expand into something different, and but I gotta say that it's been a good run. I gotta say that it's been an amazing experience. I wouldn't change anything other than you know the changes you got to make now because of what's happened in the last several years. But I'm just grateful to God and my wife and my family for supporting me and backing me and helping me in every way that they possibly could. Uh, I'm just grateful for that. But you know, those that want to invest, I think the opportunities are still there. I think this is still the greatest business on planet Earth. That's my opinion. I don't know of any other business where you can be on a beach somewhere in another country or on an island and you know manage your portfolio, or you know go to sleep at night and your money's working for you. I just don't know no other business like this. So I've tried numerous businesses, but this is by far the best. And I made my money. Market's up, as we all know, and it's time to cash out. You know, I will be keeping several properties uh, as rentals because I believe this is going to continue to grow, especially multi. I'm talking about multi-family homes. I don't do single-family homes. I used to buy condominiums and rent them out, but I haven't done those in a while. I got rid of all mine. But anything that you can invest money into and make money, uh, and it becomes some type of rental a resource, a means of income, is a home run. It's a home run, hands down. There's no doubt about it. So I challenge you all, especially those who are going to be new into the business or jumping into the business, to again stay on top of your game, do your research, think outside the box, work harder than you did a few days ago, a few months ago, a few years ago, um, and just put your boots on and run, man, run and hustle out there. There's plenty of money to make out there. This is not going anywhere anytime soon. And especially if you're buying multifamily homes, two, three, four, 8, 12, 20, 30, 100 unit build, 100 unit apartment buildings. That's the money. That's where the money's at. Investing in rental properties is where it's at. It's just a little more work, a little bit more challenging than it was. People aren't the same anymore, but it's still people need a place to live. People need a place to live. The population is it's overpopulated. It's just way too many people out here, and they need a place to live. I don't care if you're young. I don't care if you're old. I don't care if you're white, you're black, your financial situation. People need a place to live. And so that's why I firmly believe that this is still the greatest business. But I'm going to talk about something very important. I'm going to try to cut it short, and that's evictions. I'm going to talk about evictions. And I want to say that, I used to do all my evictions. I used to do them. We're allowed here in the state that I invest in. In the state that I have my investments in, we're allowed to do our own evictions. So I used to do them for the last 20, 25 years. I used to do my own evictions. Never hired an attorney until this past year. I had to hire an attorney because of all the changes in law. They've made it harder for landlords now. It takes so much time. If you don't have an attorney, they will they will put you to the bottom of the list. You will be waiting to be heard by the judge, and the clerk. The judge is the king. The clerk of the court is the queen, like they say. So hire an attorney, folks. If you're gonna do an eviction, hire an attorney. It costs me about $1,500 to hire an attorney. And I gotta tell you, it's worth it. It's worth it. The last eviction I did on my own took me almost a year to get the person out because I didn't have an attorney, and they get first preferences. All those cases that have attorneys get heard first. They get priority, which is crazy, but that's just the way it is, right? You're not gonna fight the court. What are you gonna do? That's a losing battle. Um, you get priority when you have an attorney. And so I did an eviction. The last one I did by on my own, was just a year. It was just a nightmare. The tenant was a nightmare. The process was a nightmare. So I said, you know what? I gotta hire an attorney. So I hired an attorney. Charges me $1,500, and I've done probably 4 or 5 evictions using him. And the longest I that one took was I think 3 months. So 12 months, 3 months, I think it's worth the $1,500. So, it's just the attorneys. Make sure you get an attorney that's knowledgeable in evictions and knows the state laws. Because you got attorneys that they do a little bit of everything, but I prefer getting an attorney that focuses on evictions. They have history, and so I did my research. I spoke to some of my investor friends, and this attorney is just amazing. He does an amazing job. He's fast, and I'm able to get my people out, these tenants out of there within 3 months, sometimes even sooner. So it paid off. It paid off. The $1,500 was well invested. It's a write off. You get to write it off at the end of the year, which also helps. And you don't get, you're not losing. You got 7, 8 months of rent. You can get the person out, fix the place up, and rent it out again. Because right now the demand for rental is insane, insane. I got my phones going off the hook weekly on a weekly basis. People I don't even know who call me looking for apartments. Old tenants who I sold properties. Most of the properties I sold, I got tenants from my old properties. My old tenants, they're calling me. They're like, Ramon, listen, I wanna, if you got anything available, I wanna move with you. This new landlord raised my rents. He raised my rent immediately. He's too strict. He's got a lot of laws, got a lot of rules rather, and he's just too strict. I don't want to deal with it, and so forth. So, uh, get that apartment emptied out, get the eviction out, get it going, hire an attorney, and get that thing moving again. Get that passive income coming in from that rental income coming in from that unit. So don't waste your time, folks. Don't again, and I'll finish with this. You got an eviction. Don't don't spend time. Don't thinking about it. Just hire an attorney. Hire an attorney that's knowledgeable about evictions. Pay the cost. It's worth it. Let the attorneys deal with all the paperwork, all the back and forth, all the trial dates, and and going before the judge. Let him or her handle it. It's worthwhile. Right now, there's just too many uncertainties right now, and if you go out there alone, not knowing, the laws, and there's always stuff that's getting twisted, and they're read differently, and we understand them differently. And if you're not a lawyer, you're gonna miss stuff. You may miss stuff, and that could hurt you. That could hurt your pocket. So you got an eviction. You got hire an attorney. Get an attorney. Get it done. Get the process moving. And I wish nothing but the best. It's hard out there. It's hard out there, folks, for investors. I've never seen anything like this. I have plenty of friends, and I communicate with them on a weekly, at least on a weekly, sometimes monthly basis, and it's sad what some of these folks are going through. I myself have went through several uh, situations, but it could have been worse. Based on what I'm hearing out there, I'm grateful. I thank God that it was just the minimum. Yeah, I took a hurting, I lost some money, but you know, um, the process worked, and you move on. You move on. You move on. Uh, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, folks. Hire an attorney. I am Ramon. If you like this content, hit the smash button, hit the like button. I'm sorry, and subscribe to my channel. Get this information out there for other landlords and investors who may be, in a little jam. They may be stuck, and that's my purpose. That's what I'm here for. Based on my experience, it's not advice or anything. This is just based on my experience. It could help others out there. That's what my goal is. Peace out, YouTube.